opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
To put it mildly.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Looking to throw. Robertson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it third down. You look at this Bears defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mustang 19. Warriors 17. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuobunan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
Right there, hurt. Ready.
Off play action. Robertson. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Let's go
An
now.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the bootleg. Robertson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On play action, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Robertson. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check smash, big lion.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Let's go.
Now Fields. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Down the right sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Robertson. Here's a diving catch right side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. A give for Walker running right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ready?
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Robertson sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off play action. Robertson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Fields, he's got the connection to Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Robertson, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Walker. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Robertson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that, street.
Off the play fake. Robertson under pressure again, and down he goes again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Fields now to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Robertson has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Off play action. Robertson will get that complete to Albert O. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Street! Street! Hey! Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, check that.
Off the play fake. Robertson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Robertson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before the break. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we have to dial things back a little bit.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On second down, Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Fields throw complete there to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Right side, Claypool's got it. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Seahawks 10.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a quick.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver and that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Albert O, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are back within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fields on first down. And this is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. Went to the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go.
3rd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, and sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. How, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on first down, Robertson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Hey, smash Bronco.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Ready?
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Robertson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 76 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, Robertson targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks! DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And quickly, they get to the line.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's Cook again. Evades him at the 20. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play this card, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now it's Fields. It's Dragonz on the out route, bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down there.
They go back to the ground with Dragonz. And shoving his way inside the 35. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to commit. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Dragonz. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Cook fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. Here it is, 4th and goal. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. Ready.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. time, and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Ready, check.
Now 2nd and 4.
Check smash. Check smash.
He'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right. They're kind of played into their hands.
Let's go.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And they take a knee. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Myers' kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. All eyes on Fields. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And one last throw here for Fields. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable